At this point, there's a crazy amount of different strategies for dropshipping. There's TikTok organic, TikTok normal ads, Facebook ads, shoutouts on Instagram, closely working with influencers, Pinterest ads, Google ads. There's so many different things you could theoretically do. And in this video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of everything and also what you should start out with in your scenario. Because first of all, you need to understand there's no good and bad. There's like all those platforms obviously work because people are spending a crazy amount of money on them. They do work. However, some of them are more beginner friendly. Some of them require specific strategies within the platform to make them work. And I just wanted to talk about how you should go about things if you're a beginner, intermediate, or advanced person in dropshipping. Okay, so let's start with the newest one, which is TikTok organic. I don't mind TikTok organic necessarily. However, it has a few flaws. As a beginner, it's pretty cool to actually be able to test things without having to spend money. And that's basically what TikTok Organic is for. You just spam a crazy amount of videos and they go viral, and then basically you make money off that without any crazy ad budget, okay? That's the great part of things. The thing which makes it a little bit less great is, first of all, it definitely has a cap. Sure, you can make $1 million with TikTok Organic. There's no doubt about that as well. However, it's very hard. And if you have a winning product on TikTok Organic, it's way harder to scale that than if you have a winning product on Facebook ads. Because on Facebook ads, to get to $1 million is not that difficult if you already made your first 50K. The difference between 50K and $1 million, if you're in the right market and you're doing the right thing, is actually not that big because you spend more money, test a few new ads, and basically it kind of works, okay? With organic traffic, you're always tied to some kind of time effort in terms of posting more and more and more and more, having more accounts, and basically trying to scale everything up in terms of your time investing into it. You can hire people and manage it that way, but I'm gonna tell you that the TikTok organic strategy is only good if you want to start with that to get the data and to get the sales, and then basically move over to Facebook with the data you generated. That's actually a really good strategy if you do it like that. And you basically start out with TikTok Organic, just get the pixel going, have a pixel already installed for Facebook, start retargeting people on Facebook, and at the same time also slowly rotate in Facebook ads and basically scale from there. You're gonna have to adjust, and the ads and everything has to look very, very different for Facebook versus TikTok. However, it's a great way to scale things, and it's also a pretty good way to actually start out. Okay? Now, to start out directly with Facebook is probably the hardest out of everything. Okay, to just instantly go into Facebook and start making money off there is really tough if you don't know what you're doing at this point in like 2022. It's not that easy at this point. On Facebook, there's exactly one single strategy, which is easy to make things work. That's a strategy which we currently use in the mentoring program, and tons of the results we are getting is from that one specific strategy. Unfortunately, I cannot reveal that publicly. Literally nobody knows about it, and if I basically open the gates on that one, it's just gonna go too crazy and it's basically gonna be saturated and it's not gonna work anymore. So basically, if you're a beginner and doing everything by yourself, just starting out, I would not recommend you starting with Facebook ads, to be honest. I would rather want you to get some data somehow else and then move over. TikTok Organic is a great way. The other great way is the influencer strategy. So you basically start out reaching to a crazy amount of influencers. You have a terrible conversion rate in terms of them answering. It's really, really annoying and tedious. However, you actually start generating data, again, for free. And in this case, sometimes you have to pay for the shoutouts, sometimes it's just the product cost itself, but it's basically for free. It's like less than $100, and you make the money back anyways from the shoutout itself. So let's say you pay an influencer $200 and you make $400 worth of sales, which is very reasonable. You pay the product cost, that's another $100, and you have $100 left as profit. And on top of that, you have the data of $400 made. And this cycle, you basically start repeating over and over again. And with that data, you're actually going to be able to make Facebook ads work. Now here comes the interesting part. If you're just starting out with Facebook, you need to pick a product which is in a very passionate niche. So you need to make sure that Facebook knows exactly who to target. Because if Facebook doesn't know who to target, it's just going to randomly start searching for general people. Like if you're selling a bracelet, just a random bracelet, it's pretty tough to target women as a whole. Every woman basically, in theory, could purchase this bracelet, but it's tough to pinpoint which exact women actually would buy them. And the same thing goes like for a phone case. However, if you have like a guitar product, it's very easy to target that on Facebook, and Facebook instantly knows who to show the ad to. However, if you do the shoutout strategy and actually start out with that instead of with Facebook directly, you're going to be able to sell general product as well. Because with the shout out, you can actually get an influencer to talk about the product and make the people in their audience like it, and they buy it. And then through that data, Facebook already knows who to show the product to. Okay? And this is really powerful because every time Facebook knows who to show the product to, you're just gonna have the best time ever. Okay? And now let's talk about regular TikTok ads. TikTok ads in general are pretty good actually. They are good to an extent because it's chaos. Like, if you're on TikTok, if you're advertising things on TikTok right now, there's so much chaos, so much randomness. Things work which shouldn't work, things don't work which should work. It's just like an overall mess where you have amazing days, terrible days, and it's super inconsistent. However, all of this applies mostly to the testing phase. Okay, so in the testing phase, it's going to be this chaos, and then when you find something which works, it's going to be more stable and you're going to be able to scale. But again, you're going to have caps. Okay, normally on TikTok, and I'm not saying that in general it's impossible because it is possible, but in general it's way harder to scale a product to like 4 or 5K per day and keep that consistent over like 3-4 months on TikTok versus on Facebook, just because the saturation is way quicker on there. So now the question is, what would I actually do if I would start off from zero? And the answer is, if I would have all the knowledge I'm having right now and lose all the money I have, basically start from zero and just basically go back in time with the knowledge I have, I would definitely go into Facebook ads instantly. However, I would only use this one specific strategy, and this strategy is the last one I kind of know where people consistently find winning products as beginners, because Facebook got really competitive. And if you don't go about it the smart way and have the best offer on the whole platform and also the best ads and everything has to be just on point, you're not going to make it work. Okay? If you actually go through the interviews on my channel, you're gonna see that a lot of the students I'm having, the first product they test with me is a winner. If you just use the basic Facebook strategy, it's just unheard of to find a winning product in the first like even 3 products you test. Okay? Now, if you're actually serious about this and genuinely want to make dropshipping work, you can click the link below and sign up for a free consultation session with me where we're gonna find out if everything is a good fit. If yes, we're going to get started working together. I'm going to reveal to you the entire Facebook strategy I have. And trust me, this is a game changer. It's a complete game changer if you do Facebook ads the different way. Because what I did years ago was I was watching YouTube videos and I saw everything everybody says and I did the exact opposite. I basically thought to myself, if I'm going to do what the big e-com YouTubers are preaching, I'm just gonna be the next guy who's doing e-commerce and nothing is gonna work for me because hundreds of thousands of people are doing the exact same strategy and try the same products. It's the same thing. And I literally took their advice and did the opposite. As an example, I've heard everywhere to sell problem-solving products. I sold the least problem-solving product. I've heard everywhere you need to sell high-ticket products. I sold the least high-ticket and super low-ticket items, which just went crazy. Okay? And that's exactly how I discovered the secret strategy, and it just works insanely. So if you want to know about it, click the link below and talk to you there.